Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included. Things are not going so good right now, as you can see, and we are desperately trying to recover. We have carbon dioxide completely spread throughout the entire base, which is not good. We are not scrubbing enough of it out of the air with our air scrubber. Also, we are out of algae, which means no more oxygen generation, which is a pretty big deal when you consider that we need that algae for the oxygen for our food and also to deal with this carbon dioxide. Also, stress levels are off the charts, so as you may notice, we've got some shit that's been broken because we got assholes whose stress response is to destroy things. All right, yeah. Continuing on, though, I'm hoping that we can get this. Let's make sure these are all set to priority 9. I want to make sure that this gets taken care of, at least some of it, immediately, because we need to get that algae, like, now. Also, I need to reprioritize a bunch of shit in the base that really shouldn't be priority 9. I think that it is distracting from what we actually need to have going here. Yeah, look at all this. You don't all need to be priority 9. You can all be 5. We'll set them to 9 selectively. It'll be great. Yeah, this is insanity. Okay, that's way more reasonable. Now, also, this is our chance to throw down another algae deoxidizer in here. And that's going to need power, so let's also run an electrical wire. I'm thinking priority 6. Just like this. Boop. Cool. All right. Once that's done, we need to get this algae going, which they are working on as we speak. And once we have that algae, we can start getting the air pressure back to normal in here. Next thing after that is going to be we need to start another research. I need to get some engines going, specifically combustion. And we will need to dig out a new area or clean out a new area to specifically dedicate to that, because that may sink our colony on its own. Trying to integrate that is not easy. This is all polluted. We should really have an air deodorizer in here. I don't know why we don't. And let's set that to 9. That is a priority because it looks like some of that air leaks out the top here a little bit. I don't know if that's just the animation, but that makes me nervous. Also, let's not pee everywhere. We're finally getting that taken care of. I thought we were finally done with the peeing on the floor thing. How's our... Let's make sure our plumbing is still looking good. Yeah, this looks good to me. Are people still using stuff? Or has it backed up again? It's hard to say. I bet it's a power generation issue. No power. Yep, it is. Okay, we really need to get on top of this power generation, because that's going to limit us in a bunch of ways. Ugh, could you not? Fucking goddamn, you guys. I should put in another outhouse. I should put back in the outhouse. I'm doing it right now. They need to have a backup way to use the bathroom when this stuff goes down. Plop. And we'll make this priority 9. Look at this shit. Where is all this fucking polluted water coming from? Are you kidding me right now? This is so fucked. Yeah, we desperately, desperately, desperately need to get this toilet up. Come on, Frankie. It's all you, bud. You got this. Okay, outhouse complete. Thank Christ. The algae is good. We're almost all set here. That should allow us to get our air generation back up, which I am going to reprioritize to 9, because that is really important. These algae deoxidizers need to be running. Good, good. Do we have one more? I think that's it. Nope, one more. Good. Excellent. All right, we're finally getting some of this mopping done. Not quite generating power quite yet, but that's fine. I just want to get all this shit off the ground, because it is going to cause massive problems. There's Fred puking and causing even more. It's never going to end, you guys. I swear to God. Ugh, and then we have these fuckers up here. No, you don't, you little shit. No, you don't. Fuck this. I'm so tired of these guys just wiping out all the resources that I work so hard to collect. Yeah. How do you like me now, bitch? And then we need to sweep up this algae. Not a huge priority, but needs to get done. Wow! Where is all this polluted fucking oxygen? Oh my god. This is so bad, you guys. Let's try and clear that out of there. They're just gonna be puking in the bedroom, which is really bad. Make sure we're getting all this mopped up. Oh, for crying out loud, they polluted the goddamn water supply again. Okay. Wow, we are not doing good on water. Okay, looks like, however, we've got a little bit of growth coming back in here. We're at least doing something to prevent it from getting completely stifled in here. You can see that the algae deoxidizer, when it runs, is doing a lot. Also, this generator, this should be like a 7, and so should this. It's pretty important that we keep the battery charged. This is a 9, because that needs to get dealt with. We're looking good on generating power in algae now, which is good, which also means plumbing should be sitting pretty well. Gosh, it's such a delicate balance in this game. Like, one thing gets off and all of your dudes stop being able to work. Are you all stress eating? Stop stress eating, you fucks. Alright. Lice loaf. Not quite ready to start harvesting it again, but you can see it's all growing, which is great. We'll stick with the mush bars. This should be a level 9 priority. It's really important that we're making food. We need to just be making food all the time. Stress, I don't even want to see vitals. Oh my god, look at that stress. Ren, 100%. We have the massage table up, but it's just not doing enough. How's the research coming along? 0 out of 20 for novice, but all the some intermediate done. Not surprising that they would prioritize it that way, I suppose. We're looking better on the polluted oxygen in here, but holy shit, this is horrifying. Thank God we have the outhouse here so that we have a backup bathroom, though. That's my lesson learned. I'm never going to get rid of having... We should always have at least one outhouse. I'm sure they know to use a toilet if they have both options. Wow. All right. Things are looking much more stable now. I think just getting this polluted oxygen taken care of should happen kind of naturally over time, and that'll allow us to continue expanding out a little bit more. I'm thinking, too, it's just about time to clear this out and move the pump down a level, but I think we have a bit more time before we need to worry about that. Ideally, now we need to work on building back up our food supplies. Let's make sure the ration box is set to take everything. It is. And hope that we can actually produce some a good amount of these micro musher stuff. I think actually it may behoove us to make another one, but we really need to get more power generation going first. Let's start closing off some of these areas so that we can get our power generators up and running, because this is kind of how it's going to be. I think our best bet is probably just like right here, wall off, and then we'll just clear back like this. Is this 5 tall? This is 5 tall. We'll go like this. Cancel that. Put down a tile here, and then manual airlock. We're going to do some more tiles down along here and back here. Don't need that. Don't need that. That should be fine, and then we'll dig all this out, and we'll set all this to priority, oh, I don't know, thinking like an 8? Probably not a full-blown 9, but I'd like this done next. And that'll be where we're going to put in all of our generators to try and keep up with our power needs. Because if we could have just automatic power generation and not have to waste time having guys running on these treadmills all the time, I think it'd make a big difference. What are you missing? You are missing... Oh, I disabled you, right? Because you're actually a big problem. In fact, I'm going to get this thing out of here. It's just deconstructed. It's taking up unnecessary space. And space is at a premium on our power floor. Are we doing any better on food? No. Boy, why are we not actually... I think we need another musher, because I don't think we're actually producing food fast enough to keep up with people. There's a food shortage and starvation going on right now. Let's go ahead and put down another musher, and we'll worry about power generation as much as we can. These can be priority 9. Also, we are starting to run low on some of our resources, so we should probably mine this out as well, just for a little bit more copper, since we're probably going to want that later on. This is almost done back here, which is great. I'm hoping that we can fit a couple of those generators back here, and I think we're getting... Well, we're not really making much progress on the old research, but that's probably fine. It's probably mostly because we're giving them all these additional tasks, which is going to happen. We are getting very close, though, to wanting to extend this stuff down to here. Not quite there. We still have a good amount of water left, I think. But also, I don't know how I feel about this. This polluted oxygen over here doesn't seem to be... Well, it's decreasing, I guess, little by little. Oh, it's all flowing right in from here. No fucking wonder. Are you kidding me? Okay, where's my... This game drives me crazy sometimes, because it's like, why would they just stop this job at that point? I must have given them a level 9 priority or something. Get the fuck up there and fix that shit, you guys. God damn. That's why your bedroom smells like shit, and that's why we're not making as much progress as we could getting rid of it. Also, should never be waiting material delivery. This is like the most important polluted oxygen collector outside of this one in the base. Okay, both of them set to 9. We're doing a good job, I think. This is not pumping. Why is it not pumping, though? It doesn't say. I wish there was an easier way to tell if or why these things aren't working. It's got plenty flowing in. Not pumping. Does it need more sand? No, they've got sand. Maybe they just don't need to produce more at the moment. Interesting. I guess I would have assumed it would be related to having too much in the pipes, but looks like we're good. Everyone's just busy. We are back up with the meal lice generation, which is fantastic. Looks like we were able to restore that atmosphere pretty nicely. This must have fallen when we were digging. Let's clear that out. But once that's done, yeah, things are looking a lot cleaner now. Probably want to... Well, we need that just for the materials, and then this as well. I'm a little bit worried about algae again, to be honest. We're going to be running out soon, and that's going to be a real problem. We probably want to invest in... Well, we need these generators. Once we get the generators, we can invest in the next level of oxygen pump, which is the electrolyzer. This will let us turn water into oxygen, which we can make use of all these reservoirs we've got down here that are just waiting to be tapped. In the meantime, however, I just want everyone to catch up a little bit and get some food generated. I was hoping between the 2 microbe mushers we'd be making a little bit more headway. And also, these manual generators really need to be on a 9 at the moment, just because of what we're working on. No, don't do that! You guys, the outhouse is clogged. These are not running. We need another, God damn, this is going to use so much power, but we need one more, water purifier, it looks like. I think I have everything... No, I have everything else placed, so should just be able to do that, and it should start running. God dang. Put the building to 9. Mop this shit up. God damn. Mop this shit up. At least they're finally prioritizing power generation, but not great. What are you missing? No fabrications queued. Oh. Yeah, that'd probably be important. Put you on continuous lice loaf. Maybe we can actually generate some good food. I'm feeling a little bit better, you guys. Oh, you know what? I should also bump the priority on the ration box up to like an 8. That's gonna mean they'll actually like put stuff away there. Oh, please don't cry here. I'm trying to produce food. Yes, someone actually stored some food. This air is almost purified. If we can just mop up the last of this stupid fucking dirty water. He jumped in the shower for a quarter second. There's something wrong with our plumbing again, I think, you guys. I can't tell, though. No, this should, though, make the difference. Contents, polluted water. Yeah, I just saw one run. Not pumping, not pumping. Intermittently pumping. I think we're... Yes, okay, this is looking better now. It looks like we're actually processing some of this stuff. Oh, thank God. We were kind of in a rough spot there for a minute. And these, are you guys actually going to mop? They're getting close to mopping. I think we're dealing with another one of these issues where they're treating this water as not important because of the food. Let's bring this down to a 7. Y'all need to mop, yo. Bring this down to a 5. For real, you guys gotta mop. I think I made a mistake here somehow because something about the way that the prioritization works, I don't understand, but it seems like if you don't set your priorities right within a certain threshold, they'll like just stop doing certain jobs. Here we go. Now they're mopping. Come on, keep mopping, Max. Ugh, you're part of the problem, dude. You keep crying everywhere. How is this even, like, I don't understand. Let's see, are our stress levels still really high? They should be better. Nope, they're worse. They're way worse. His stress is going up huge. Cold air, people are bothered by. Vomiting, they're bothered by. The decor expectation, they're bothered by. Soggy feet, they're bothered by. Well, listen, decor, soggy feet, and like vomiting can all be dealt with if y'all motherfuckers would mop. Let's see, priorities. What are we looking at here? What is keeping you guys from mopping? Not much. Okay, here we go. Finally doing it. Good. 2 floors down, 2 to go. Jeez, you know what my stress response is? Yelling angrily at the game. This is ridiculous when it gets this out of hand. And we need to mop that, which means that we need to set this dig to priority 9 to release the water. Oh, look at them harvesting food. Some of them are eating, but it's not a stress eating. He's just trying to get some food in. We have a food shortage, but we're not out of food. I like that we have the ability to harvest. I wish you wouldn't just eat it, Otto, but it is what it is. I don't know why they all have soggy feet. I thought soggy feet was specific to walking through. I guess they all just mopped. Which reminds me, there's one more spot there. All right. Let's prioritize this a little higher, and then let's take a look at how the research is coming along. Hey, they're actually working on it now. It looks like we are getting things a little bit back to normal. Check it out. Most of the polluted oxygen has been pretty much reduced away. We're dealing with some of the other issues with like carbon dioxide and stuff. Power is still one thing, though, that we need to keep an eye on, which I guess we're focusing on now with the research anyways. Is there a reason this is not getting power down here? Did we break the wire? Oh, we never... Oh, God, that is a pretty big deal and could have a lot to do with why we've been having so many issues. We did not have power connecting our air scrubber. I just assumed it was running this whole time. This should make a pretty huge difference, although it is going to start eating into our plumbing and oxygen. Excuse me, our plumbing and power generation a little bit. But this should help a lot with all the carbon dioxide that we've been just kind of letting sit in the base this whole time. Yeah, look at that. Just getting sucked right out of the air. We're really going to be putting our pumps to work now, too. Let's make sure that they are flowing cleanly. Yep, everything looks good. Looks like we have more clean water coming out than dirty water going in, which is a good thing. Although... It's I'm worried. I do worry a little bit. It looks like we're still good, though. Everything is just flowing into the first pump, so we should be actually totally fine. Nice to see consistent stuff going through. Also, dang, look how fast it cleared that carbon dioxide out. Let's see if we can... Let's open this airlock and see if we can get rid of that stuff, too. And heck, it'd be great if this CO2 wanted to flow down as well, but I don't really want it to all flow through the power generation area. He got down to like here, and then the day switched to night and just immediately turns around. Well, we've made some good progress. We are 3 points away from finishing up this research, which is going to be great because then we can put down our coal generators, which we really, really need. We need to get that power generation going again. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know I did, even though it was very hectic and confusing. We definitely made some good headway. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below so that I know. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.